How to be more productive. This is our today's topic. I welcome you on this channel. This is Dr. Meghana Dikshit, author of the book You Matter and Brain and Performance Expert. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you receive most potent videos regarding rewiring your brain for your massive success. Let's begin. So, once we talk about how to be more productive, we first need to understand what are the reasons you're not productive, isn't it? You got to understand what are some of the reasons that you may be getting distracted in your life. You know, the research says the number one reason today for people getting distracted and hitting their productivity at the lowest bars is technology. On an average, a human being who has a availability of a smartphone or a social media is spending 2.5 hours on average every single day getting distracted. Are you one of them? If you are one of them, let me know in the chat box how much time do you spend on social media every single day. We all have 24 hours, right? Imagine out of that 8 hours have gone into sleep. 2-3 hours gone into probably doing other chores about eating, getting ready and things like that. Couple of hours went into commuting, especially in the metro cities. What is left over? That's the only time you have in your hand to work on what you're doing already and plus build your goals. And in that, if you are using 2.5 hours on social media, imagine where is the time to focus on your future? Is it a truth bomb? Type TB in the chat box if it's a truth bomb for you. The second reason most people are distracted is by feeling if the work is extremely tedious or boring. If you are not challenged in your work or if you are feeling unmotivated by looking at that task, you're going to feel distracted easily. Remember, if you've been watching these videos, this channel regularly, you know the evolutionary biology says that human beings have a lazy gene, and because of the lazy gene, we don't want to do the things that are uncomfortable or that make you feel uncomfortable or make you feel unrested within yourself. You want to avoid those things. And if any boring task is there or tedious task is there, or maybe it's a very complex task or a complex thing to understand, you're not going to feel good about doing that task. And because you don't feel good about it, your brain is simply going to say, hey, you know what, take a break. And you'll get distracted. The third reason maybe you are not focused or you're distracted is because you don't have direction. A lot of people today lack clarity. Lack clarity about what they want in their life. Lack clarity about how they feel right now. Lack clarity about any area of their life. A lot of people today are confused, not understanding where to go, because the information is so much available outside that if you resonate with something, you feel this is for me. Then the next moment the shiny object comes, you feel this is for me. In relationships, in everywhere, like if you are not clear within yourself, you're going to feel lack of direction. The clarity is so critical in today's world, where especially with so much of information overload, that if you don't have it, you're not going to feel productive at all because you don't know where to take action. And the fourth reason you are probably lacking productivity is you're starting too late. What do you mean by that? As I said, there are 24 hours in a day. And if you don't start early in the day, most of your awake time is gone. And if you have too many things on your to-do list and if you really don't have time or you're pressing on time, you're going to feel the stress, and that stress is going to make you feel unproductive. Remember, productivity stems from your emotions. It doesn't stem from your logic. Productivity means how focused are you and how much are you taking action and how many tick marks are happening on your to-do list. That can only happen when you are in a zone of motivation and inspiration. Think of the times when you are like really, you wake up happy, your things are on time and everything goes so well. That is the day you accomplish the maximum, isn't it? And the day you wake up unhappy, the way you wake up, in anxiety or fear, you're not able to accomplish anything that day because you're constantly ruminating on feelings that are going on within you. So these are the 4 major reasons people are unproductive. Now, as I am telling you the reasons, I want you to pick one of the reasons that you probably resonating, or if you have any other reason that you have identified, let me know in the chat box and we will make a video on helping you deal with it. Make sure at this point of time, in the chat box, you let me know if there is any topic you would like me to cover and help you challenge yourself for a better way to become a better person. So put that topic in the chat box and just let me know. Now, as we continue working on how to be more productive, let me give you some of the ways that you can start being more productive, accomplish more in a day, and achieve your tiny goals and make them the bigger successes. Let's start. The first thing that you must do to become more productive is, when you wake up in the morning, your first 20 minutes of your awake time is a time which is setting the tone for the rest of the day. I don't know what time you wake up, whether it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, or maybe 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the evening. It doesn't matter. Yes, when you wake up in the golden hour, of course, the serotonin is burst is happening in your brain, and it's all like great, like, you're absolutely fantastic and productive in that time. But what if you're a person who just can't wake up in the morning? I know some of the people, those who function extremely well in the night. Then what do? Do you feel disappointed that you're not able to wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock and are not, then hence you'll not become productive? No. So whatever time you wake up, remember the first 20 minutes of your awake time is extremely critical. So you want to set the tone of your day in that first 20 minutes. So what do you do in the first 20 minutes? As soon as you wake up, you make your bed, you put your sheets, etc. in the right place. Then you get out of the bed, you do your brushing, etc. You come back and you sit with your journal. And 5 minutes you write down whatever is there on your mind when you wake up. The next 5 minutes that you should spend on writing what you're grateful for in your day. The next 5 minutes to that is you should spend on doing some breathing exercises, simple pranayams, or simple focusing on your breath and abdominal breaths. And the next 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes, what you must do in that 20 minutes is, you must visualize. If you are able to visualize closing your eyes, do that. If you can't visualize, then just simply, write your visualizations. But decorate your future in such a way that your brain gets the message. The best part about your brain is it cannot distinguish between what is real and imaginary. So then, why not feed the imagination that you want to live in your life? You're anyways, when you're distracted, you're imagining 1,000 worst case scenarios. So first 20 minutes are the ones that are going to set tone for your rest of the day. Make sure that you make the best out of it. Once those 20 minutes are passed, the remaining 40 minutes of your first hour are very critical. Then in those next 40 minutes, you want to sit down and you want to make planning. Make planning, writing your goals, and also writing your action plans. Remember, every goal that doesn't have an action is just a dream. So write down your action plans. And then definitely get yourself some exercise. This 1 hour is going to set the tone of the rest of your day. The second thing that you must do is, remember, your environment has more power over you than you can ever imagine. It's more powerful than your willpower. So what you must do in this case is, limit the distractions. Remove all the things from your environment that are causing distraction. Be it social media, be it anything like OTT subscriptions, or be it your notifications on the phone, anything that makes you feel distracted. Note those things down and make sure that you limit those distractions. In fact, there is research done on this topic, and it is proven that if you keep isolated distraction time, when you're planning your 24 hours, if you could put one isolated distraction time, that would actually help your brain to stay more focused and productive on what the task is in your hand. So limit those distractions and isolate the time for you to play on that game, or be on social media, or meet your friends and have a downtime and relax yourself. but plan it in your planner, in your calendar, so that you are not otherwise distracted. A lot of times when we keep thinking about fun, or when we think about, oh, I don't have time, or you know what, I never have time to spend and have fun with my friends, that is a time you're going to distract more. So how about planning your fun time too in your calendar, so that actually when you get to work, you know that there is a time isolated for your fun. The next thing that I want you to do is do less and achieve more. This is my fundamental rule, that when I wake up in the morning, I'm very productive in the mornings. I don't know what is your most productive time. So identify what's your most productive time. And in that most productive time, you do the most difficult task. So generally what I do is, in my day, I have about 5 tasks that I want to accomplish. Out of those, 2 tasks are hard and 3 tasks are medium at the level of my competency. So what I do is, the first 2, which are the hard tasks, I finish before lunch, so that I'm the most productive during that time. And the remaining 3 I do post lunch, so that I don't need to put much energy in those tasks. My to-do list, or whatever I want to do in a day, never exceeds more than 5 things. Remember Pareto's principle, 80-20. The 20% of your work will produce the 80% of your results. So how about making sure that the 20% that you're doing is done in your most productive time? Be it in the morning, afternoon, or in the night, it's up to you. So don't get stressed about somebody telling you that 5 a.m. is the best time. Yes, it is the best time. That's what Ayurveda says. That's where everywhere it is written. And according to the circadian rhythm, that's the best time. But what if you're not able to do it? Let that not be your excuse for not doing the work, right? And the last part is, take intermittent breaks. In the daytime also, take break and relax. Make sure that you don't work beyond 90 minutes at a time. After that, a small break, and then get back to work again. Make sure that these breaks, every single day, every single week, every single month, that you plan in your schedule, so that you're more productive. Remember, your brain is always looking for dopamine rush. It's always looking to feel good. When you plan these breaks, it in fact works better for you, because it is looking forward for that relaxation. If you like this video, make sure that give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and definitely subscribe to this channel, and I will see you soon.